Hello students, good afternoon. How are you all? Can you able to see me and my screen? Hi Jyoti Lakshmi, hi Ritika Vijay, can you able to see me? Am I visible and audible? Students? Students, can you able to hear my voice? Vijay, is it audible now? Anjana, Ashwin, what about the others? Is my voice audible to others? Give me your answer in the chat box or give me a thumbs up. No. Vijay is saying no. What about the others? Jyoti Lakshmi, can you hear me? Anjana, Ashwin, Ritika, yes. So Ashwin can able to hear my voice, right? What about the others? Except Ashwin. Anjana, can you hear my voice? Jainu Vishakhapatnam. Am I audible to you guys? Yes or no? Someone reply me fast with your answer in the chat box. Hmm. Okay. So I think we can start with the section. So today will be the orientation, classical orientation for you guys. And as you all will be knowing about the J and NEET pattern, so I would just want to uh, go once again with the exam pattern and mark distribution for J first, and then we will discuss about NEET, and then we will discuss some more details about this, okay? Like syllabus and how to study, what are the books we have to use for the preparation of J and NEET, those things, etc. Okay. So coming to the JE part, uh, exam pattern and mark distribution. So it consists of three subjects, maths, physics, and chemistry, and section A is of 20 questions. So 80 marks will be there, and in section B you will have 10, and out of 10 you have to attend 5. Okay, so 20 marks each. So totally you'll be attending 25 questions. So mode of examination is computer based, and the duration is 3 hours. So total number of questions attempting will be 75 out of 90. And if you are giving the correct answer, you will get 4 marks, and for each wrong answer, so minus 1 for each wrong answer from your correct number of questions. Okay. And attempted means it will be 0. So all the level of questions of MCQ type, and section B consists of numerical value questions. Okay. So this is about J. Then coming to the exam pattern mark distribution for NEET. So it consists of 4 subjects: botany, zoology, physics, and chemistry. Section A and section B. Section A 35 and section B there will be 50, and out of which you have to attend only 10. So 35 plus 10 will be 45. Okay. So total number of questions in each subject you are going to attend will be 45, and 45 into 4 subjects we are having, right? So it will be 180. So 180, 200 questions will be there, and you have to attend 180 questions. Okay, and duration will be 3 hours and 20 minutes. And it is a written examination. It is not computer-based examination. And coming to the marking scheme, it is same as that of JOE. Okay, for each correct answer +4, and for wrong answer -1. And attempted 0. Got it? And here, no numerical value questions, numerical based questions. You will have only multiple choice questions. Got it? Next, coming to the eligibility criteria for these two examinations. So there is a certain eligibility criterion to appear in this examination. So you should get a minimum of 75% marks on your 10+2 examination. Okay. And anyone who has passed 10+2 exam or will be appearing in 2024 to 2025 can appear in this exam. Yes, you might be knowing. So let me move on to the next topic. Okay. So we'll go with the syllabus. We'll go with the JN NEET syllabus for your 2025 examination. Okay. So coming to actually the chemistry is classified into 3, right? So physical chemistry, organic chemistry, and inorganic chemistry. So you guys are now in your chemistry class. Okay. So it is classified into 3. So coming to the physical chemistry chapters of class 12. So can anyone tell me the physical chemistry chapters of class 11? Anjana, can you try? You are Anjana Sri, no? Am I right? Your full name is Anjana Sri. Yes or no? Okay, some of you tell me the physical chemistry chapters of class 11. Do you remember? We had 2 chapters in class 11 for physical chemistry. And what are those 2 chapters? Can you give a try for it? You don't remember? Okay, the 2 chapters are thermodynamics and equilibrium. Okay, so these 2 chapters are from your class 11 for physical chemistry. So here in class 12, we will be having 3 chapters from physical chemistry. So the first is solutions. So in solutions lesson, we will discuss about all the concentration terms. So you might be, this is a link to your class 11, some basic concepts of chemistry lesson. So some basic concept of chemistry is the first lesson in which mole concept and empirical and molecular formula will be discussed. Okay. So this is a link to that. This concentration term topic is alone a link to that particular lesson. And in that lesson itself, you might have come across with molarity, mole fraction, etc. So these are the terms which we use to define the concentration of a solution. Okay, so same thing, the same formulas we will discuss in this lesson also, but with more number of numericals. Okay, and apart from these terms, molarity, and mole fraction, we will discuss about mass percentage, volume percentage, etc. Okay, so then we will discuss about the Henry's law, Raoult's law. Okay, ideal and non-ideal solution. So all these things will come under this. So this is the first half of this lesson. Then coming to the second half of this lesson, which is called as colligative properties. So we do have four colligative properties in this lesson. Okay. So lowering of vapor pressure, depression of freezing point, elevation of boiling point. Fourth is the osmotic pressure. So these four are the colligative properties. So after completing this, we will discuss about the Van 't Hoff factor and its significance. So we will be dealing with this. This is the first lesson for us. So from tomorrow onwards, we will start with this lesson only. So we can see those things in the upcoming classes. Then after this, we have a lesson called electrochemistry. So electrochemistry is also coming under physical chemistry, in which you will have more number of formulas. We have more number of formulas. Electrolytic and metallic conduction part, in which the cold rush law is very important here. And in electrochemical cells, if you see, here we will discuss about all the electrolytic cells, galvanic cells, etc. And the Nernst equation is very important. So here we will have one formula. So that formula is very important to solve the numericals. Then we will discuss about the Gibbs energy change, the relationship between cell potential and Gibbs energy change. So this part is again an important. So mostly this lesson also consists of formulas only because it is a physical chemistry lesson, no? And very few theory part is there. And while discussing this lesson, we can see those things. Got it? Then moving on to the third physical chemistry lesson, which is chemical kinetics. So this is one of the very easiest among all these three lessons. Okay, so here we will discuss about rate of a chemical reaction. So this lesson deals with the speed of a reaction, speed of a chemical reaction, speed at which the chemical reaction occurs. Okay, so the factors affecting the rate of the reaction. So what are those factors? So those factors are concentration, temperature, pressure, and catalyst. And rate law, rate constant. So rate constant and its units. They are very important, and order and molecularity is again an important topic. Okay, so this is the first half again. Then coming to the second half. So here in the second half, we will have six formulas. Okay, three topics and six formulas. So the first topic is the integral and differential form of zero order reaction, first order reaction. Okay, so in this topic, we will have four formula, and in the half-life, in this half-life part, we will have two formulas. So totally six formulas will be there. They are very, very important. And also there are some graphs which are related to these formulas. Those are again an important thing. So again, this lesson is also full of formulas, graphs, etc. So we are going to solve the numericals part from this lesson. We will try to solve as much as questions possible in the class. Okay. Then in class we have a small topic called collision theory. There is no derivation included for us. Only the again the formula from collision theory is there, so that we can study. Okay. So this is about the physical chemistry. So next, coming to inorganic chemistry. So I hope the physical chemistry part is somewhat clear to you guys. Am I right? So don't get scared of me. Some of you might have already seen me, right? Can anyone tell my name? How many of you have already seen me in your class 11? I think Jaini Vishakhapatnam and others might have seen me. So don't get scared of it. You can interact. Okay. If you're getting any doubts in between from the physical chemistry part which I have discussed, you can let me know. So next we will move on to the inorganic chemistry part of and chapters of class 12. So in class 11, we had inorganic chapters, periodic classifications, and chemical bonding. So those two lessons mostly will come under the inorganic part. Okay. So here in class 12, we have very important inorganic chemistry lessons. Okay. So we have three lessons from inorganic from class 12. Among those three, two lessons are very, very, very important. And high weightages are given to those two chapters. They are placed here in class 12. Okay. So first is P block. This is one of the very, this is actually a very big lesson. Okay, P block elements is actually a very big lesson. But from last year onwards, they have reduced. They have deleted many parts, many topics from this lesson. And now this is one of the very smallest lesson among the 20 lessons from chemistry. Okay. So we have group 15 till group 18. So actually P block elements consist of group 13 till 18. So group 13 and group 14 have been discussed in class 11. Okay, now in class 12 we have 15 till 18. And here we will have the general introduction part in which only very small topics like electronic configuration and some general physical and properties are discussed. Okay, so it will get over within some 2 to 3 classes. So that much small topic it is. Then coming to the very most important chapter, which is D and F block elements. So keep this as very important. Okay. So D and F block elements lesson is very important lesson in inorganic chemistry. So it consists of two divisions again. One is transition elements and the other one is inner transition elements. Transition elements are nothing but D block and inner transition is nothing but F block. Okay. So like P block, we will discuss the general introduction again, electronic configuration, so etc. And some properties, some of the physical properties like ionization, enthalpy, oxidation state, and some of the chemical properties also. What it? Then at last we do have some two compounds, K2Cr2O7 and KMnO4. So potassium dichromate and potassium permanganate. So we will discuss the preparation of these two compounds here and some of the oxidizing reducing properties of these two compounds and the uses of these two compounds. Okay, this is one of the smallest topic which will come in between transition and inner transition. So chromium and manganese are the transition elements here. So that's why they have placed these two compounds under the transition elements. Okay. Then at last, coming to inner transition elements, which are called as F block elements. So it is a very small topic, which includes lanthanoids and actinoids configuration, oxidation state, lanthanoid contraction. Actinoid contraction will also be discussed here. Okay, so here the lesson is, but one of the very most important lesson. Okay, coming to the third lesson, third inorganic. Coming to the third inorganic lesson, yeah, sorry. So third lesson is coordination compounds. So coordination compounds is also like the D and F block. Okay, only if you understand that D and F block lesson, you can able to cope up with the coordination compounds lesson. Because in this lesson, if you see, we will be using the D block metal ions in the complexes. Only if you understand that lesson, we will be able to understand this also. Okay, so here this consists of three theories. This lesson consists of three theories. The first is Werner's theory. Okay, first theory is Werner theory. Second is valence bond theory. Third is crystal field theory. All the three theories are very important. Okay, so in all the theories we will have postulates. Okay, and in all the theories we'll be having some complexes in which we have to find out the hybridization, the magnetic character, etc. The color. When you come to crystal field theory, there we will discuss about the color. Okay. Now, in between these three theories, we have a small topic, but a very important topic called isomerism. Okay. Isomerism. So, isomerism will come in between these three theories, but this isomerism is very easy, but the most important topic in this list. All the topics are very important, but isomerism is again an important thing. Okay, it's very easy. So we will be discussing all these things, and last we will be having the importance of the coordination compounds. We are going to discuss. So importance or uses we can see. Got it? So you can get good marks from this lesson because you can get the answer within the fraction of second if you are getting questions from this question. So you don't have to spend more time on solving the question from this lesson. Okay. So if you understand clearly the conceptual understanding is very good for you, then you can get good marks easily, very easily from the inorganic part. Okay. So I'll tell you what books you have to use to study the inorganic, physical and all. So let me complete the syllabus first and then I will discuss about those things. So if you follow those things from the beginning onwards, you can get 180 of 180 in chemistry. Okay. Consistency is very important. Okay, let me move on to organic. So coming to organic, the class 12 have 50 percentage of the class 12 syllabus of chemistry is of organic chemistry only. You might have seen in your book, right? So we do have two parts, part 1 and part 2. So part 2 is full of organic chemistry. It means we have 10 lessons in class 12, out of which 5 lessons are of organic chemistry chapters only. Okay, so more weightage is given to organic chemistry in class 12. So to understand this class 12 organic part, you need to first have the good understanding of organic chemistry of the class 11. That is the general organic chemistry lesson and the hydrocarbons lesson. So these two lessons are from class 11. If you are having a good understanding in those subjects, because those two topics, those two lessons, I mean, those two lessons are the very basics to the entire organic chemistry. Okay, so if you know how to write a reaction or which is an electrophile, nucleophile, and those concepts and all, means from those lessons, you can able to get good marks easily just by looking into the lesson here in class 2. Okay, so without knowing those two lessons, please don't open these lessons. Okay, so in these days you can revise the GOC lesson and hydrocarbons lesson of your class 11. And if you are thorough enough in those two lessons, you can get good marks from all the 7 organic chemistry lessons of chemistry. Okay. So coming to the first organic chemistry lesson of class 12, which is called as organic compounds containing halogens. So this lesson is named as haloalkanes. It is named as haloalkanes and haloarenes. Okay, haloalkanes and haloarenes. So in all chemistry, organic chemistry lesson, if you take, if you are going to study about a compound, like for example, here if I'm going to study about haloalkanes, first of all, I will be discussing the introduction. I'll be discussing the introduction, okay, of that. Then secondly, we will have the preparation of that compound. If I'm going to study about haloalkanes, first of all, I have to prepare that compound, right? So in preparation, we may have 1 or 2 or 3 preparation, etc., according to the lesson. Then thirdly, we will discuss about the physical properties of that compound. What is meant by physical property? Something which you can measure just by seeing or by using an instrument. Okay, like atomic size. So those things, solubility, boiling point, melting point. So those things are physical properties. So that will come. And the next fourth point is the chemical properties. And in this chemical properties only, we will discuss about all the chemical reactions of that compound, which we have prepared. Okay. Then at last, we may have some uses, no, for that compound. So that will be discussed. So this is the flow of all the organic chemistry lessons if you take. If you take a compound, you will discuss about these 5 things and you will end up with that. Then we will go on with the next compound. Then we will discuss again the same thing. Okay. So in between this introduction and this preparation, we will have one more topic. In introduction itself, it will come. It is called as nomenclature. It is called as nomenclature. So we will name the compound. Like if it is an haloalkane, then we use some set of rules to name that compound. So nomenclature will come, and in nomenclature we will have some examples under each thing. Then preparation, physical property, chemical property uses. So this is the flow. Okay. So here also for haloalkanes and haloarenes, we have the general introduction, then comes preparation, then the properties. Okay, everything will property, physical property, chemical property, everything will come under this. and at last we have the uses. Got it? So in the same way, coming to the next lesson, organic compounds containing oxygen. Organic compound containing oxygen. Here you will have the combination of two lessons from your class 12. Okay, combination of two lessons is here. So one is alcohol, phenols and ether. So this is one of your organic compound containing oxygen lesson. So here we will have carbon, oxygen, single bond. Carbon, oxygen, single bond in all the three compounds. Okay. If you go for alcohol, the formula for alcohol is ROH. If you go for phenol, it is aryl OH, aromatic, that phenyl ring. Okay. Then if you go for ether, it is again ROR. So R is nothing but the alkyl groups or aryl groups in which carbon is there, right? So in all the three compounds, carbon, oxygen, single bond will be there in this first half. We will discuss about the preparation, physical property, chemical property, and the uses of all these three compounds. Okay, here some of the naming reactions will also involve here, like Riemann-Tiemann reaction, Kolb's reaction, and an ether-Williamson synthesis. So those things will come. Don't get scared of it. We will discuss each and everything very slowly and clearly. Okay. Then coming to aldehydes and ketones. This is the second half of the lesson. And in aldehydes and ketones, if you see, carbon, oxygen, double bond will be present. So if I'm having R and H, this is an aldehyde. If I'm having R and R, if both the groups are alkyl group, then it is a ketone. Okay. So here carbon, oxygen, double bond will be present. Same thing we will discuss, the chemical reactions. Under chemical properties only, nucleophilic addition, okay, everything will come, oxidation reaction, reduction reaction, then aldol condensation, Cannizzaro, haloform, each and everything is very important, okay. And chemical test to distinguish between aldehydes and ketones, etc. Then at last we have a small topic, which is carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid also we have C double bond O only, but one is R and the other one is OH. Okay, here also we have C double bond O system. So in aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids, we have carbon oxygen double bond, and in alcohol, phenol, ether, we have compounds which are related with carbon oxygen single bond. Okay. So we should not omit even a single line or single reaction from these chapters, because direct questions will come from these lessons, from your book, from NCERT itself. Okay, so you have to study the nutrient corner of your NCERT first of all for chemistry, especially for organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry. Okay, then let me move on to the third in the sense, here we have covered two lessons. No, the third part, which is organic compounds containing nitrogen, the fourth lesson kind of. Okay. So shall I go with this fourth lesson? Are you all awake? Do you have any doubts from the things that we have discussed so far? Do you want to ask anything related to class 11 for this particular lesson? So do any of you have any doubts like that? Want to ask anything from this? If anybody wants to ask anything, you can ask me. If everything is clear, you can give me a thumbs up, or you can type yes in the chat box so that I can understand that you guys are listening and you have understood everything. So shall I go with the organic compounds containing nitrogen? Yes? Yes or no? Yes or no, students? I'm not getting even a single response from your side. Are you all there? I'm audible, right? I'm audible to all of you, no? Yes. Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Anu, for your response. Thank you so much. Yeah, let me proceed with organic compounds containing nitrogen. So here we have two topics. One is about amines, the other one is about diazonium salts. Okay. So in amines, again the same thing, nomenclature of amines, classification of amines, physical property, chemical property, etc. Diazonium salts, if you take, here we will be discussing some important chemical reactions, some 7 reactions we will discuss here under diazonium salts. Okay, so it is a smallest organic chemistry lesson we can say. So which will get over within some 4 to 5 classes. Very easy and important. And coming to the next, last organic chemistry, I mean the pure organic chemistry we can say, or the biochemistry lesson I can say. Biomolecules is the name of the lesson. It is a biochemistry lesson. Okay, so here it consists of carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, nucleic acids. So these things will come here. You will be having one lesson in your biology also with the same name, biomolecules. Okay, so there also you'll be discussing the same thing, but with some more information also. Got it? So here we will study this lesson from chemistry point of view. Like if you take carbohydrates, in carbohydrates we will discuss about the preparation of carbohydrate called glucose and some of the chemical reactions of glucose. So the structure of glucose. So we will study each and everything from chemistry point of view. Got it? So here our organic chemistry, the pure organic chemistry is getting over. Then at last, we have one more topic from this, which is called as principles related to practical chemistry. So this is one of the new chapter which has been added from last year's syllabus. Okay, for both JEE and NEET. So here we will discuss all the practical chemistry points like how to detect, like you'll be going to your lab and you'll be detecting or estimating some of the elements using some experiments, no? So the theory part of those will come here. Okay, chemistry involved in the preparation of the following inorganic compounds, organic compounds, salt analysis, all the volumetric analysis part. So the principle behind each and experiment will be discussed here. And what to say, the preparation, the cations, anions, qualitative salt analysis part, those things will be discussed here. So this is a new topic added from last year onwards, which we will be discussing at the last. Okay. Now with this, the syllabus for JEE and NEET is getting over. Now, next I'm going to give you some important tips like how to approach physical, inorganic and organic chemistry. So this is very important. Okay. So every day we are going to attend the classes. Okay, that 1 hour class is not enough, no. So you guys have to take some efforts. You guys have to take some efforts. You have to read every day. So if you are attending the classes properly every day without taking any leave, means if you are following the classes each and every day, then it is okay. 70 to 80% it is okay. Okay. And apart from that, you have to do something. So firstly, what you have to do for physical chemistry, you have to jot down all the important formulas of physical chemistry in a sheet of paper. Okay. So here at the end of the, if I am completing one lesson, what you have to do, you have to make a formula sheet for that particular lesson. And if you need any help, you can approach me. Okay, you can ask me in the class, ma'am, I need this, I need that. Can you help me with this? I am here to help you guys to get good marks and for other things also, okay, related to chemistry. So you can ask me, I will help you. Like how to write. So this particular formula will come under which topic. Like that, if you're having any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. So what you have to do, take a sheet of paper or maintain a notebook in which you are going to write all the formulas of each lesson of physical chemistry. Okay. After completing that particular lesson in physical chemistry, we have to solve at least 5 numericals, 5 problems from each concept, not from each lesson, each concept. Suppose if I am, let me take solutions lesson. Okay. So that is the first physical chemistry lesson of class 12, right? So if I am completing Henry's law topic today, so we will discuss problems in class also. So what you have to do, you have to practice those problems as well as including to that, you have to do some at least you do 2 to 3 problems, numericals from that concept at the same day itself. At the same day itself. Okay, try to do that. So if you are doing like that, I can give you the assurance for getting 180 of 180 in chemistry. Okay. So if you're doing that sincerely, you can get really good marks. Then you can solve the previous year's questions also. You can take the practice from previous year's questions. You can see to those questions and you can get an idea of how a particular question is asked from this particular topic. Okay, so to get a better idea of level of numerical question asked in the previous years, you can take the PYQs. Okay, so this is how you have to study your physical chemistry. It is full of formulas. We are going to learn the formula and we are going to apply it in the question. Okay, it's a kind of physics. Okay, it is like your physics subject. Physical chemistry is mostly related to your physics. So in physics, you will be solving questions only, more number of numericals problems only will be there. So here also the same case. Then coming to inorganic, this is the most scoring section in your chemistry. Okay, as I have already told you, chemical bonding lesson is from your class 11. And in class 12, I gave you 2 lessons. One is D and F block and the other one is coordination compounds. So among these two, coordination compound is very important. Chemical bonding and coordination compound. From these 2 lessons, you can get more number of questions. Okay, so study and you have to focus on each line. You have to focus on each line of NCERT. Okay, first you study the NCERT book after attending the class. Go through the notes. Again and again you study that. You can go through the modules. Okay, you can study the NCERT book first of all. Then go for the remaining books which you are studying. Okay, if you are using. So this is the thing to follow for inorganic. Then coming to organic. So do give more focus to chapters like GOC and hydrocarbons. So these two are from class 11. So why I'm asking you to give more focus means if you are thorough with these two, the remaining 5 lesson of your class 12 will be is going to be very easy. So that's why I'm asking you to give more. Uh, I'm asking you to focus more on GOC and hydrocarbons. Okay, then make the important notes and pointers in the sense you can make a flow chart of all the reactions. Like you can write all the general reactions and keep a full lesson in a single sheet. That will be very, very useful for you for your revising purpose. Okay, if you're going to revise that particular lesson, you can take that sheet and if you see that sheet, so that will be very easy for you to get a better understanding. You will not get confused with the reactions. So for that, you can make the flow chart and keep that. Okay, then study all the preparations and chemical reactions of organic compounds. And also, we have to give more focus on the naming reaction. So we have many named reactions, like all the scientist name will come in some reactions. Those name reactions are very, very important. Okay, so these are the tips that you have to follow, or the important points that you have to take care of while studying each branch of chemistry. Okay, now let me give you the books for books to be used for inorganic chemistry first. For JE students, go with for both JE and NEET. First of all, you go with NCERT. Okay, because this year and last year also, if you see, more number of questions for JE and NEET, not more. Mostly they are asking all the questions related to NCERT only. So first give importance to that NCERT book. Then for problem solvings for JE means we can go for VKJS1 level 1 book. And previous year's question book is again important for both. And if you are preparing for JEE Advanced, then you can go for JDE. Okay, JDE is a book. Very good in organic book you can use. So first go for NCERT. So that is my advice for all of you guys. Next, coming to organic chemistry. Organic chemistry for JEE and NEET the same thing. For problem solving, you can go for MS Chauhan and the Cengage. Okay, each and every reaction which is given in NCERT for organic chemistry is important. Direct reactions can be asked. Direct reactions can be asked in your examination. Okay, so don't skip even a single line from NCERT. And in NCERT, we have example problems, in-text problems, exercise problems, etc. So if you are completing that one lesson, go through all these three questions, example, in-text and exercises from your NCERT, then go for the question solving books. Okay, so I will also solve some of the in-text example exercise questions for you in the class. Okay, after completing a topic in that particular day itself. Okay, then coming to physical chemistry. For physical chemistry, go for Narendra Avasthi book for problem solving, O.P. Tandon and K.L. Kapoor for advanced, JEE advanced. And for NEET, for all the three chemistry, if you're preparing for NEET, you have to go for NCERT, then previous year's question book. That is more than enough. Okay. Only for JEE students, I'm giving these books for problem solving. Okay. If you're thorough with your NCERT 100%, then go for this. Otherwise, don't go for that book. Okay. Don't change your book. Okay. Don't change. Suppose today, if you are solving problem from NCERT, and tomorrow don't go for the other book. First, solve all the questions which is given at the end of the lesson from NCERT, then go for the next book. You should not keep on changing the books. So that will not help you. It is not a good method for the competitive exam preparation also. Okay. So this is what you have to do. And at last, keep a positive attitude. First of all, believe in yourself that you can do it. And there will be times when you feel demotivated sometimes. Okay. In that time, you should not give up. Okay. Give up your hope. Then every day you have to eat healthy and you have to do exercise daily to be in a relaxed mood. And please don't waste your time on TV and internet. Don't think that you can study everything at the last minute. That is not what to say. That is not good at all for a good student. Okay. So consistency is very important. What is meant by consistency? What is meant by consistency? You have to read every day. Every day you will have to give at least 2 to 3 hours. This is the minimum number of hours I am saying. At least 2 to 3 hours for chemistry. Okay. So we are having only 10 lessons in class 12 chemistry. So we have this 1 year period. Okay. Which is more than enough. So many lessons are deleted from last year onwards. So we are, previously we had 16 lessons in class 12. But from last year onwards, we have only 10 lessons from 12th class for chemistry. So we have enough time to prepare for your board exam and for NEET exam, JEE exams, etc. Okay. So do consistency is very important. Every day you solve at least 2 to 3 questions. At least open your notebook, open your book and see. Okay. Open your book and see what we have studied today. That is enough. Okay. So don't keep a lesson for 1 month or 2 months. If I'm teaching today, go home and study them. Revise them. Revision is very important. And tomorrow, if we are discussing a new topic, so what you have to do on that second day, you have to look into the first day topic first. Okay, then only you have to go for the second day topic. Later, you should not go to the second day topic. Okay, then if I'm going for third day, do revise day 1, day 2 chapters, then come to the third day topic. So by doing so, at one point, what will happen? Even if I ask you question by at what to say at in midnight, you can able to give me the correct answer from the question which I have asked. Okay, so that will become your habit. Okay, so do that. Keep this consistency in your mind. Don't procrastinate the thing. Don't postpone anything. Okay. So all the best for you guys. So from tomorrow onwards, we will start up with a new lesson, which is a physical chemistry lesson called solutions. So meet you all in tomorrow's session. So if you want to ask anything related to chemistry, you can ask me. So tomorrow we will go into the subject. So do any of you want to ask anything? I'll give you some time. We have some 2 to 3 more minutes before us before moving on to the next class. So do you want to ask anything, students, today? No? Okay, then. So meet you all in tomorrow's session at 3 p.m. sharp. Okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Meet you all in the next session.